What's up, guys? Ian here, coach of your Ladner Lantern, bringing you guys our Week 12 team builder for NCL Season 4 in the Zubstrika Division, taking on Nacho and the Detroit Terravolts in the final week here. A couple things to note before I sort of get into the team. You guys might be seeing this late. That depends if I have a chance of playing Nacho in the playoffs. We could eliminate here. We could eliminate him here with a win. We're locked into one of the top two seeds, so I'm not entirely sure where I want to go with that, but I don't believe that I want to give away all my secrets with this team builder. I'm actually not building the ideal team for this match. I brought a bunch of just fun stuff. It's a really offensive build, so I'm just trying to pull as much differential out of this as I can as well, because then if he wins, that's a bad idea, because then if he wins, he might actually face me in the first seed, but I also might dodge him if I'm the second seed. So I'm not entirely sure where I want to go with this. I can't tell if I'm first or second seed. If Jay loses, then it won't matter. The outcome of this game, I'll be the first seed anyways. But if Jay wins and I lose, then he's the first seed. And if Jay wins and I win, then I'm still the first seed. So basically, the outcome of this match only matters if I win. And then the outcome of Jay's match matters more. So again, that's sort of what we're working with there. I'd rather not end up being second at this stage because at the moment the 8th seed is either going to be Daniel or Jed, who I'd rather play, and I don't want to be the second seed because I think there's a high likelihood that I either play Nacho or Hamu, and I don't like either of those matchups, so I'm not a huge fan of that. Locked into third and fourth are Mike and Cade at the moment, and so I have no chance of playing either of them until the second round. I know I'm going to play at least one of them in the second round if I do make it that far, because I am locked into one of the top two seeds, and they're both on the opposite end of the bracket right now. Cade's on one side of the bracket, Mike's on the other side of the bracket, and they're both locked into those spots, so we'll sort of see about that. Let's run through Nacho's team here. He's got Torn T, Aegislash, Nidoqueen, Arcanine, Blastoise, Go-Goat, Mega Medicham, Hydreigon, Sylveon, Raikou, and Volbeat. Priority users in Aegislash with Shadow Sneak, Nidoqueen with Sucker Punch, Arcanine with Extreme Speed, Blastoise with Aqua Jet, Mega Medicham with Fake Out and Bullet Punch, and Sylveon with Quick Attack. And Prankster Shenanigans on Volbeat. Hazard settings is got the Nidoqueen with Rocks and T-Spikes. That's it. Removal options, Tornadus with Defog, Blastoise with Rapid Spin, Hydreigon with Defog, and Volbeat with Defog. I'm running a very offensive team, like I mentioned. None of my defensive core is coming. It's just pure offense. I'm just going to try and smack a bunch of shit. Unfortunately, my speed tier planning was very poor, and this Mega Medicham can run max speed Adamant against me, which is extremely scary. So I've got a couple things here. I actually haven't brought Gale Wings Talonflame all season, and I'm running Gale Wings this week. I thought about bringing Webs for this team, but it's not all that necessary because Mega Medicham gets one when it comes in anyways, and I'm really more scared about the Tornadus and the Hydreigon. Of the things that aren't Mega Medicham, I'm really scared about those two. So Webs won't affect them anyways. It's really irrelevant if I brought Masquerain or not. And offensive Masquerain looks like garbage against an Aegislash team. Granted, this Aegislash is not allowed to use King's Shield, but it could still be really bulky, or it could be a setup variant. It could be weakness policy, which would be really annoying. I'm really scared of the Nidoqueen. In terms of what I'm not expecting, kind of the Arcanine, Blastoise, Go-Goat trio, I don't really think is going to come, and then anything else in there could come. The Volbeat is a little less on my priority list in terms of what's coming as well. I think the Aegislash is definitely coming as a Mega Diancie check, because otherwise Mega Diancie just shreds this team. Nidoqueen's definitely coming. Tornadus is definitely coming as a way to deal with Buzzwole, otherwise it shreds him. Hydreigon is definitely coming as a way to deal with Bronzong, if the Aegislash doesn't want to do it. And then Mega Medicham just destroys the rest of my team. So I think those 5 are 100% coming, and then I think it's between something like Sylveon Raikou as the last mon, possibly the Sylveon, although only if that's going to be a Hoopa check. In terms of what I'm bringing here, I've got a really offensive Mega Diancie here, really fast. I'm outspeeding the Mega Medicham with this. If he does want to be Jolly, I don't see a reason for him to be Jolly. I could potentially not be speed creeping that, and I could be speed creeping the Hydra, but I have to be timid anyways, so there's really no point in not just speed creeping a Jolly Mega Medicham if he does want to be Jolly. He's going to OHKO me with Bullet Punch regardless, so it doesn't matter. Moonblast, Earth Power, Rocks, and Diamond Storm. Diamond Storm is there for the Tornadus, as well as a nice way to break through, especially defensive. Like, it's my best way to hit the Sylveon, essentially, if he's especially bulky-ish. Earth Power is there for the Nidoqueen and the Aegislash, which also could be Air Balloon, mind you, which would be really annoying, actually. I'm not sure what I do against that. In all honesty, Rocks are really good here, and despite all the removal options, Rocks are really solid. It'd be nice if I could live hits from the Nidoqueen and bounce back hazards, especially because my team is going to be really weak to rocks this week, but I'm just going to opt out of that and opt into something different. So that's the Diancie. Talonflame's next. I'm running a Taunt, Roost, Brave Bird, Flare Blitz set. Taunt is there for the Nidoqueen, especially as a lead. It can also stop something like an Aegislash from going out of hand with setup, or it could stop a Sylveon from Toxicking or Wish Protecting or anything like that. Force the Sylveon into clicking Hyper Voice, which is solid because that just gives me free Roosts, honestly, and then free damage on the Sylveon. Gale Wings Brave Bird is a nice way of revenge killing the Medicham if rocks aren't up. Obviously, if rocks aren't up, but I do assume that rocks will be up. The Nidoqueen's definitely going to have rocks. There's no chance that it's going to be a Scarfer because it's the only rocker on the team. It has to come and it has to bring rocks. It's too good against me to not do that. I'm running enough speed on the Talonflame to outspeed Tornadus Therian. Max attack, a little bit of HP. Hoopa's next. Flare Blitz. Whoops. Flare Blitz is there for the Aegislash and the Gogoat, I guess, if it comes down to it, but I'd rather click Brave Bird against that. So it's probably that and the Raikou, in all honesty. Hoopa, I'm bringing a Scarf Hoopa with Dark Pulse, Psyshock, Knockoff, and Focus Blast. So Knockoff's a nice way of just like getting rid of some items against mons that I would normally not care all that much about, but the Sylveon in particular would be nice to get rid of lefties if it is the switch in. I've got Psyshock for the Sylveon if that's going to be a problem. Same with the Nidoqueen. I'd rather just click Dark Pulse for the most part, but the Sylveon and the Hydra are going to be annoying. So I've got the Focus Blast there for the Hydra and Psyshock there for the Sylveon. I'm running enough speed on the Hoopa for Nidoqueen. Max special attack, a little bit of HP. Rotom Frost, I'm running a Zap Plate set with sub, double electric spam, and then Blizzard. So T-Bolt picks off a lot of this team. Again, like I've mentioned most of the season, Rotom Frost is really solid. This is a really good Pokemon that people kind of underrate, and unfortunately for me, I'm not going to be able to franchise it in Tier 5 because I've had it 2 seasons in a row now. But Volt Switch just for some momentum grabbing because I don't really have a lot of it. I opted out of U-Turn on Talonflame, so this is my momentum grabber. And then Blizzard will punish the mons that want to switch into Volt Switch, which are Hydra and the Nidoqueen. I can also sub on quite a few things. It's dangerous to sub against the Sylveon team, but subbing just means that the Nidoqueen has a worse time against me. The Arcanine might have a poor time against me. The Medicham might have a poor time against me. I'm running enough speed for the for the Volbeat on this, so I should outspeed the Volbeat and then be able to sub on it. If he wants a Prankster Tailwind or something like that, then I'm in an even worse spot because then Aegislash just tears through me. So who knows what this game's going to hold. I wouldn't be surprised if I get absolutely dumpstered and get 6-0'd. It might not matter. Depending on how Jay wins his game, it might not matter. Jay is currently 9-2 plus 16, so even if I get dumpstered, well, actually it doesn't matter, because if I lose and he loses, then it's whatever. It won't change anything. I'm locked into first or second, so I don't care if I get dumpstered. If I have to play Nacho again, this is my thought process, right? If I have to play Nacho again in the playoffs, I'd rather see what he had to beat me with and be able to build around that, because I think all the pressure's on him. He has to win to make playoffs guaranteed. If he loses, he has a much lower chance of making playoffs. I'm bringing Buzzwole next. It's just a banded set. I'm running enough speed for Nidoqueen, I believe. Buzzwole, yeah, I'm running enough speed for Nidoqueen. Earthquake hits a lot of this team. I'm running Leech Life rather than Drain Punch just because it's better against the Hydra and the Medicham. If I have to lock into something against the Medicham, I'd rather it be Leech Life. And Leech Life is going to deal with the Gogoat a little bit better. Drain Punch is just, like, it's really difficult to lock into Drain Punch against Torn, Aegislash, Nidoqueen, Sylveon. Granted, Leech Life isn't much better against those, but it's still better against the rest of the team. So that's why I have that there. Poison Jab is there for the Sylveon, which I would imagine is going to be a primary Buzzwole switch in, but Ice Punch is there for the main answers to Buzzwole, which I think is going to be defensive Torn T and a potential Nidoqueen. I don't know about Nidoqueen necessarily. Earthquake's there for the Aegislash primarily, although it's also there to catch an Arcanine switch again. I don't really take on Mega Medicham very well. I thought about a physically defensive set, but it doesn't take Mega Medicham hits at all. So I'm just running a speedy banded set. Should be able to two-shot a bunch of stuff. Granted, if I click Ice Punch on the Torn switch in, then he's probably going to go Aegislash. I'm going to probably try and play some mind games with him and go for different moves here and there, but there you go. Garchomp's last, I'm running a Rocky MZ set, which is Z Sandstorm with Sandveil, so hopefully he'll miss me. I get a speed boost from the Z Sandstorm, and then I'm running SD Dual Stab. So with the speed boost plus attack boosts, I should be able to just tear through this team. I'm not running Rocks. Oh no, sorry, I am running Rocks on DNC. So it's important for me to get up Rocks against him because at that point, Garchomp might just be able to win. With the speed boost, the Medicham probably doesn't put me in range of a Bullet Punch from it or Fake Out plus Bullet Punch. I can't punish it with the Rough Skin, but I might be able to dodge some hits with Sandstorm. So that's there. I can also potentially just click Raw Sandstorm against a few things, but I'm not sold on that. Air Balloon, Aegislash would be really annoying, so I'm going to set Rocks and then probably click Earth Moonblast or whatever with the Yancey so that I can just break an Air Balloon on the Aegislash. Otherwise, I will outspeed a Scarf Hydreigon, but I'm actually outspeeding a Mega Medicham at neutral with this Garchomp just in case he wants to be jolly again. Max attack, a little bit of HP. Sorry that I rushed through this a little bit. I'm not going to go into the mons that I'm not bringing because if this does end up being a playoff matchup, it's going to be important, and I don't think it's all that necessary for me to do it in the team builder portion here. If I don't have a chance of matching up against Nacho, you guys will see this live the week after this match goes up, which will be the week that I play quarterfinals match, which we're guaranteed to play in. I definitely have a quarterfinals match somewhere against somebody. It'll be extended. I'm going on vacation that week, so it's irrelevant. But again, if I don't have a matchup against Nacho, then you guys will see this the proper week. If I do have a potential matchup against Nacho, then I'm going to post these videos as private and then unprivate them. No, you know what? Screw it. I'm probably just going to upload them later. I'll just upload them later if I do have a potential matchup against Nacho for after that second matchup. So there you go. That's going to be for me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you guys for the match.